Konbanwa, James desu. Hello, this is James of ElevenColors again, with the second installment of Japanese for Morons, Sex Ed, Baka no Tame no Nihongo, Sei Kyoiku. I guess this makes it episode 24 of the whole series and episode 2 of the sub-series. Let's see, yes, this series is Japanese for Morons, Sex Ed, that is for those of you who have been told one too many times, Ana ga chigau, which means you've got it in the wrong hole. Yesterday, it's already yesterday I mentioned the word ecchi as a word for sex, and as a word to accuse people of being perverted. The word ecchi is actually an English letter, the letter H. That's right, it's the letter H read aloud in katakana, in Japanese. And where that H comes from is the word hentai, which you might be familiar with if you watch a lot of porn. Hentai just basically means perverted. You know, in sexual sense, in any sense, really, it means perverted. And that's where the phrase ecchi came from. I promised myself I was going to do no second takes of this, so you're going to have to suck that one up. Ecchi comes from the word hentai, which means perverted. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? Right. Yesterday, in the previous episode, in the comments of the previous episode, Betamax DC mentioned the word nama. Now, you might have heard that word before in conjunction with beer, say. Namachu, for example, asking for I guess a medium draft beer, I guess that's what it means in Japanese. The word nama can mean a few different things in Japanese. It means raw, it can mean raw and uncooked food. It can refer to draft beer, it can also refer to sex without a condom. That's right. What specifically Betamax DC wrote in the comments is nama daijoubu, which basically means it is okay if I have sex without a condom. Which in this day and age is fucking stupid, literally. But there's a wide variety of levels of knowledge out there, let's say. Attitudes about what can prevent the spread of disease and so on. So, if anyone asks you to do it nama or says the word nama, that in that sort of situation, that's what they mean, sex without a condom. Condom, the word condom, actually. Kondom will get across, of course. Gomu, which translates directly into English as rubber. In the States, rubber we refer to, well, we hear the word rubber, we think of it as a condom. In the UK, rubber can mean an eraser, say. But in Japan, gomu can mean either eraser or condom. So, say for example you're with someone you like a lot, and they ask, gomu aru? That means, do you have a condom? So that's something very important to remember. What else? Ah yeah, one more thing I actually wanted to talk about today. This is a pie pan. A few weeks ago I made an apple pie in this, and it was extremely delicious. The word pie pan in Japanese actually means something else. It means you've shaved off all your pubic hair. Now, for the longest time I thought it applied only to women who had shaved all their pubic hair, but only recently I learned it also applies to men. Now, the reason I thought it applied only to women for the longest time is that if you go to any, well, Japanese porn site to download porn, paipan is always a category there. So, naturally, for the longest time I thought it applied to women. But it apparently applies to men as well. Right, someone else, Taisha Jason I think it was, asked about words for pubic hair because he couldn't find any. Well, there's the generic word ke, which I'm going to put in this space here at some point. Ke basically means hair. I mean, you have kaminoke, right, which I don't have any of. The ke in kaminoke is basically the generic word for hair. I'm going to pause this just for a second while I order a pizza. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get that out of the way before the Pizza Hut cut off at 10:30. Hair, specifically pubic hair. The best known medical term for pubic hair is immo. Remember that, immo. In the right context, you can just say ke and it'll get across. Other words for it, under hair. Easy enough to understand. It's katakana. What else? I made a great big list down here somewhere. Here we go. Right. Let's see. Immo is the more commonly known formal word. Seimo is technically correct. Sexual hair. There's actually specific words for men and women. For men, it's chinge. You might have heard the word chinko or chimpo or chinchin before to refer to penis, but chinge is actually male pubic hair. So for example, when people ask me how hard or soft my beard is, I say, well, it's basically like pubic hair. Ma, chinge mitaina mon desu yo. That's how I usually answer. For women, it's mange or omege, if I've got that pronounced right. So, for example, so there's all these words for pubic hair. Chinge, mange, omege. Chinge for men, mange or omege for women. But ke is the generic word for hair, so in the right context it will be understood. For example, ke o sotte, which basically means please shave it. So to review, and this has been a long one, hopefully not too long. I promise I'll try to make the next one shorter. Right. Ana ga chigao means you've got it in the wrong hole. Let's see. Nama can be used to refer to sex without a condom. And paipan means you've shaved all your pubic hair off. So, keep those in mind and hopefully they'll be useful to you someday.